Hey y'all, my word of the day is 2 Corinthians 10:12. It says, "Not that we dare to classify or compare ourselves with some of those who are commending themselves, but when they measure themselves by one another and compare themselves with one another, they are without understanding." This verse reminds me that God could have a calling on your life that's greater than anything you've ever seen. But if you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, you're limiting what God can do in your life. On the other hand, God could be calling you to something that is not admirable or praiseworthy by worldly standards, but it would please Him. Don't let your worldly standards impede pleasing God. We are called to have those high standards because we have a model for a human, Jesus, who was the model human being. He was perfect. And God doesn't expect us to be perfect, but He expects us to receive His love. And His plan is greater than anything that the world could have mapped out for us. And sometimes when you follow Christ, you will be seen as an outcast, which is why you cannot compare yourself to other people or just try to fit in. And this makes me think of Matthew 10, which says something like, "Everyone who acknowledges me in front of men, I also will acknowledge in front of the Heavenly Father. And anyone who denies me, I also will deny in front of the Heavenly Father." I don't know if I quoted that correctly, but it says something like that. And I say all this to say, I would rather be rejected by men for my love of Jesus than to be rejected by Jesus or denied by Jesus in front of the Heavenly Father. Basically, acknowledge Jesus wherever you go, even if other people aren't, even if it makes you stick out, even if it leads to rejection by men. And Jesus will acknowledge you in heaven. All right, have a great day, y'all. Bye.